here with you, and today I want to do something that I saw Paula do, and I'll link the link to her channel in the description box below, and do go and check her out. And if you do, please do tell her that you're coming from me. She's got an amazing idea of using toilet paper to make some embellishments, and basically she decided to use some stamps to do it, and to emboss with the stamps. Now, I didn't want to go through my stamps and try to find some, but as I was watching her, I thought, I have all these embossing folders that I haven't used in forever, and I figured it might work. So before I decided to share it with you guys, I decided to try it, and so I made some, and I think they turned out really good, especially like this one. They really turned out great. And then what I decided to do is to do some tattered angel on top of them, and I will be sharing that right after we do this. So it really makes an amazing finish, and at the end of the video I'm going to put some pictures of some items that I made with these little squares. Now, one thing that I realized after, because I'm an idiot, obviously there's two sides, and I decided to put toilet paper on both sides to, you know, optimize my work. Now, this works great for most stuff, okay? Even this one turned out good. However, when I did the bingo and I did it upside down, well, the numbers are upside down. So you might want to be careful on this. Like, this side turned out perfect because you probably can't see. Do I have anything dark? I'm trying to find something dark to put underneath so that you guys can actually see. So see, on this here you've got the bingo so that you can actually read it. So you're going to be able to read it. Now if you put it on this side, then it does the reverse. And this is basically what happened here. It did the reverse. It's still nice, but you can't read it, and obviously it looks a bit strange. So this being said, let's do some more, just so that I can actually share it with you. And I really loved the technique, and one of the designs that I loved the most was with this. I really adored how that turned out, and it's so strange because I'm missing one of them. I had I don't know what happened to it. I thought oh, maybe I did only one because I was tired by that point. Yeah, I think I only did the one side. So anyway, what you need is a toilet paper roll. I went and took a fresh one, completely new, so nothing has touched it. It's not gross, it's brand new. And yeah, which makes sense, right? So what I do is I tear it off just by sheets like this. So this way it's a straight, it's a really little square, which I think is awesome for making embellishments. So that's why I really love the fact that it was squares. And yeah, so then you need one of those brushes or something that you'll be able to tap. So then you also need water, and basically it makes the pulp of the paper adhere to each other. And I've seen Eileen McInnes do that with to make some charms with molds and stuff. And I did that some time ago, and I need to do some more because I used them all up. And it's really awesome because it's so light, so it can be used on anything, and it's super light, so it won't damage whatever you're putting on, because sometimes when you put it on the top of a journal, it makes the journal very heavy and it's not the best. But when you're doing it with just toilet paper like this, well, it doesn't make it heavy at all. And doing the finish with the tattered angels really finishes off the products so nicely, like really nicely. and it doesn't make it stick, like undo itself. I wasn't sure if it was gonna stay stuck together, but it really did, so, which is very cool. And it makes almost like fabric, like you can sew it like you would with fabric. It's that thin, and it's flexible too, you know, like it's not it's hard to describe the texture, but it's really amazing. So I was really happy that I thought of using my embossing folders, because like I said, I've got them and I don't use them enough, and this was the perfect project to use them more. So one more, and you can make many, and then I just let it air dry for overnight, and then you can do whatever your little heart desires with them. So if you can do what I did, which is spray paint them. Spray paint. I also use a brush on them. I'm pretty sure you could use watercolor. I tried not to put too much water on it because I didn't want to reactivate the paper. You can Mod Podge it. I decoupaged. I put some decoupage glue on it to kind of protect it, but I didn't need to do the edges like Paula did, because my paper was not coming undone. So I was pretty excited about that. So you continue doing this up until the time that you feel you've got enough layered together so that you're going to be able to lift it up. And I think this is probably add one or two more, and that should be enough for this step. So like I said, it's really not a long process. The longer process is actually letting it dry and not touching it. So that's what it looks like. So you can see it's actually stuck to my plate, but when it dries, you can just lift it off. And I think it's a great way of using those embossing folders that most crafters got and that we don't use enough. So come and check out just after right now. I'm gonna share with you the spraying with the Dollard-des-ormeaux, and don't forget, at the end of my video there's going to be some showcase of items that I did using those fabulous little squares. So see you soon. So I'm back in my garage, and so I've done the Dollard-des-ormeaux on this, and I really love how it turned out. So the first time around, the first one I just sprayed it, and basically you can't see much of the design anymore. So I decided that I'm gonna try to kind of go over it, and that's what I did here. And now you can see the design, whereas here, well, you can see it when you're there, but it's not as clear as when you look at this one. So I'm using the Eye Impact, the gray, and I really love, and I just went over it lightly, and it just kind of brings the emboss part out, if that makes sense. And I think it really looks pretty amazing when you do it. And then what I did with this one is I put some decoupage matte medium on top to protect it. so that it wouldn't, depending on what I do on top of it, this way it's gonna stay and it won't run. Okay, so see how much it brings it up, and if you go lightly, you don't wet your toilet paper too much, because obviously you don't want it too wet. What I did is I dried between, because of course if you don't, you could wet it again and it becomes a messy thing. Like it becomes all gooey and it's not as good. And the toilet paper is just the perfect size to make these beautiful little squares. And I think these would be so cool on top of a journal as embellishment. I'm also thinking that punching through them would be very cool as well. So now that it's dry to the touch, now I can go and add the découpage medium on top and let it do its thing and just let it dry. And I try not to put my fingers all over it because I don't want it to get I don't want my fingers to get stuck to the paper and tear it. But that's, so I think it looks a lot better than it did initially. So let's try this again. I'm going to put these aside so that they dry and I don't mess them up. So what I did, now I'm thinking that it might be better. I don't know. Let's experiment. So I don't know if it would be better to spray before or to do the gray before. So let's try the gray before and see how we like that. And then we can spray and see if it keeps the design popping or if it disappears. I really love this one. It's really steampunkish. Looks pretty amazing. Okay, so this being said, because it's steampunkish, I would like to put something more coppery on top. I've had so many beautiful sprays, and just want to make sure that I use one that would go well with this. Want kind of a brown. Okay, it's when you're looking for something that you can't find it. Well, let's put some yellow. This is, well, it's actually kind of green. It's apple. And of course I choose one that my spray bottle doesn't work. Okay, so let's try this one then. And this one is dark vintage green. I think that's gonna look good. The other ones were the this one is golden lime and pomegranate, and I will be linking down in the description box below the products that I've used. And it stayed. So you could do the dark color first and then put the lighter color, or you can do the opposite. Up to you. but I think it looks pretty awesome. So here is the look. So I think this is really, it's really fun. It's grunged up and it's very light. So if you put this on top of a notebook, it's not gonna bring it, you know, it's not gonna be too heavy. So I think that would make really, really cool embellishment. So I will be trying out to do some embellishments with these, and I will share with you in pictures, hopefully, at the end of this video, what it looks like. And so go and check out Paula. She's pretty amazing. She's the one who shared this technique, and I didn't know about it, and I really, really love it. So it was a very cool technique to learn, and very cheap. So fun, fun, fun. And go and check out Tattered Angel's products. You won't be disappointed. It really makes some really cool embellishments. So look at the pictures. Bye.